Welcome to my channel. 2016 Ghost Ship Warehouse Fire. The warehouse was first built in 1930. It would eventually be purchased in 1988 by Cha Ng, who would go on to lease the building in 2013. The building was put down as an art collective, and the building would be named the Ghost Ship. The warehouse was leased to Derek Almina, who would reside on the second floor with his family. Max Harris would become Almina's second in command, and he would move into the building in late 2014, as creative director. Derek Almina would then go on to illegally sublet the space on the first floor, which is said to have housed around 25 residents. These residents were told to say that the warehouse was a 24-hour art studio, and not that they lived inside the building. This itself must have raised some red flags. The building was filled with all kinds of stuff. The use of the warehouse for housing or any forms of entertainment was deemed as illegal, which Derek Almina was well aware of. However, this didn't stop him, and it was on the evening of December 2, 2016 that a music concert had been organized inside the building. It is said that nearly 100 people attended. One of the residents, who was also acting that night as a doorman, spotted the fire, and rushed off to fetch a fire extinguisher. However, this would prove unsuccessful and the fire ignited everything in its path. The building would eventually go up like an inferno, causing thick black smoke. Because of all the stuff located inside the building, the fire quickly spread. There were also no fire alarms or sprinklers inside the building. The building also had a complicated layout inside, so those people trying to escape started to panic, desperate to try and find an exit out of the building. It was at 11:27 p.m. when the first firefighters arrived on the scene. The fire was raging, and it wasn't long before the second floor would collapse. Firefighters continued to tackle the blaze, and it wasn't until 4:36 a.m. that the fire was finally brought under control. Sadly, however, several people would still be missing inside. It wasn't until the following day that the search began for the victims. It would be 3 days later before the last of the bodies could be recovered. Several bodies were found on the first floor under the collapsed second floor. At first it was believed that the fire could have started by an electrical appliance, but it wasn't until June 17 that a report into the fire was issued. It confirmed that the victims had died due to smoke inhalation, but a precise cause of the fire could not be fully determined due to the extensive damage that the fire had caused. Sadly, 36 people perished in the fire that night. However, a criminal investigation into the fire would begin. Derek Almina and Max Harris would plead no contest to 36 counts of involuntary manslaughter. They could not post bail and remained in jail. A trial began in 2019, but it was on September 4 that the jury were deadlocked on the conviction of 36 counts of manslaughter. This resulted in a mistrial. Max Harris was acquitted on all 36 counts and released from jail, while Derek Almina still remained in jail. It wouldn't be until 2020 that Derek Almina's bail was finally reduced and he could be released. He is now required to wear an ankle monitor. The building's owner, Cha Ng, was never charged with anything, but was amongst a number of people being sued by the victims' relatives. Eventually the city of Oakland settled a civil lawsuit for a total of $33 million. $9 million was awarded to one of the survivors who was left with lifelong injuries, and $24 million was awarded to the families of the victims. The cause of the fire was never fully determined. We will never really know if those victims could have made it out of the fire if the building was fitted with fire alarms and sprinkler systems, and the building did not contain so much stuff which fueled the fire. Our hearts go out to the families of those who perished in this tragic fire. May your loved ones never be forgotten. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel to view other content.